Okay, here we are at McMahon's Auctions, and we're getting ready for the auction that is going to be sort of auction 5 for all the Debbie stuff. And we have a lot of Debbie and Carrie artifacts that have been in warehouses here in Vegas and in California. And we have now got all those items sorted out, and we've found a lot more really cool stuff. And what's really fun and special about this auction is that a big chunk of the proceeds are going to go to support the Debbie Reynolds Scholarship over at UNLV. So this is going to be an arts scholarship for a student each year. That'll be the Debbie Reynolds Arts Scholarship, Performing Arts Scholarship. It'll be a full ride to UNLV. And there will be no restrictions on academics because, as you know, Debbie and Carrie, were not heavy academics. In fact, neither one of them graduated high school. So we are looking for the next Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher, and we want this scholarship program to help find that person. So we want people from all over the country, girls, to come and to apply for that scholarship. So this sale is going to promote and help fund that scholarship program. So we have some great stuff. So I'm going to take you on a little tour of all the things that we have rounded up for this sale. So as we wander down this line here, here's some early costumes from Bridge on the River Kwai. So this was William Holden's costume and Alec Guinness' costume over here. But you can see it's kind of cool. These are, you see how they're aged, to look like they've been living out in the Burmese jungle. And then this was the British outfit of Alec Guinness's from the film. We'll come through here. Over here, a little change of pace. So here's Debbie's costume where she does Dolly Parton. And you can see she's rather well put together. We had to add a little something on the top for Debbie there. And fun down there is actually Shirley MacLaine's version of this, where this is her guitar, where Shirley was actually playing Dolly Parton in her Vegas show. So you got a mixture here of Vegas costumes. Those are Debbie's chorus boys costumes back there. And then all of a sudden we switch, to movies. Here's a Judy Holliday costume, which is just spectacular. You remember won an Academy Award, Judy Holliday. And over here is an interesting piece. This is Robin Williams' tuxedo shirt, and it has his little initials embroidered inside. Not earth-shaking, but just a fun piece to have now that Robin's not with us. And of course, this is Ethel Barrymore, and look at the incredible workmanship in this period costume. It's a studio costume as well. Just spectacular with real fur. Let's see, I don't even know who this one is. Oh, Gladys Cooper, Stockard Channing. These are more Debbie stuff. So this is a stage-worn costume that Debbie had made by Rhett Turner. A lot of Debbie's costumes are designed by Bob Mackie and Rhett Turner. These are some of the greatest designers of all time, and they just built amazing costumes. So you can see back here, same thing with Shirley. Shirley had her costumes also done by those guys, and look at these fabulous beaded costumes. Kind of looks like a Debbie piece, ironically, because Shirley and Debbie were kind of similar. In fact, in postcards, Shirley plays Debbie. So we got a few Shirley pieces, and again, these proceeds are going to go to support a scholarship program for a young lady to go through UNLV's Performing Arts program. So we're going to keep going. Now, Ann Miller. So here's Ann Miller's boas here. We haven't even got these out of the box yet, but Ann Miller is kind of famous for the feathered boa stuff. And the Gina Lollobrigida. I mean, this is Here, you want me to lift that? There's the boas of Ann Miller. There's lots of Ann Miller boas. We're big on Ann Miller. My mom was a good friend of Ann Miller's. Gina Lollobrigida, Lady L. She didn't end up getting in the movie, so this was never screen worn. So here, this amazing costume was built for this movie, and it never got screen used, but was made for her because she got replaced. There's a Debbie costume. Just spectacular, flashy little piece. If you really want to blow your friend's mind, you can come out in orange. We just keep going. Here's Ruta Lee. This was worn in the Thalian Ball with my mom. Just, again, an incredible costume. If you kind of look up the way here, come up here, John. So this is my mother's outfit. It's a Bob Mackie costume, and look at the beading. These costumes in the day were thousands of dollars to make. And just spectacular. The detail is just off the charts. Look at that sleeve. Just amazing. And this was her Vegas act costume. Here is a really cool piece. This is Phyllis Diller costume. And if you notice, there's Phyllis holding that costume. This was given to Debbie, and then Debbie wore it in her act when she did an impression of Phyllis. So that is pretty cool as well. Who we got over here? Oh, Peter Lawford. So one of the Rat Pack boys. That's one of his tuxedos from Peter Lawford. As less guy stuff in the sale until you get over into the military stuff. We got a few cool pieces like that. More feathered boas because we have them.